Hey guys, what's up? This is a brand new card that is being introduced within the Legendary Duelist pack. This is an evolution of the Dragon Catapult cannon, and for some bizarre reason, it requires an Armed Dragon level 7. This is Armed Dragon Catapult Cannon, as if the old one wasn't difficult enough to summon already. It is a level 10 light machine type fusion monster with 3,500 attack and 3,000 defense. And it requires VWXYZ Dragon Catapult.
They say two's better than one, but I have to disagree, especially when the one in question is the ultimate V to Z Dragon Catapult Cannon!
And an Armed Dragon level 7. Its effect is cannot be special summoned unless you have special summoned all the above cards during this duel. Must first be special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control and or from your graveyard. You do not use polymerization. 1. Your opponent's cards and effects that have the same name as any banished card cannot be activated. And the second effect is once per turn during your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can banish one card from your main deck or extra deck, banish all cards from your opponent's field and graveyard. What is this? Service announcement. Tannoy system calling Chaz Princeton. I repeat, Chaz Princeton. Make your way to the Chancellor Shepherd's office. This is the most unusual combination of cards I have ever seen. It's as though Konami has decided, right, that's it. We have no synergy between any of Chaz's monsters. We need to find some way of fusing these cards together to make them something usable. Be careful, folks. I forecast in Chaz's future a fusion between Ojama King.
Ojama King! What is this?
And Beetletop Turbo.
Alright boys, join to form Assault Cannon Beetle!
This was one of his anime exclusive cards used in the second season. If you guys don't know what it is, look it up. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! GX when he was under the control of Sartorius in the Society of Light. This card is so difficult to summon. In order to bring it out, you need to bring out VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. This requires two fusion monsters, VW Tiger.
Now merge! Alright, the VW Tiger Catapult!
And XYZ Dragon Cannon.
It's what I discarded with my Catapult special ability, and now I combine them all to create XY...
VW Tiger Catapult requires V Tiger Jet and W Wing Catapult, and XYZ Dragon Cannon requires X Head Cannon, Y Dragon Head, and Z Metal Tank. This means if you look at the total number of cards to bring this new form, 7 monsters to bring out the regular Dragon Catapult Cannon. As for Armed Dragon level 7, this has to be properly special summoned through its effect, so you would need to run both Armed Dragon level 3, who will need a turn before it can become an Armed Dragon level 5, and then the Armed Dragon level 5 to upgrade to its level 7 form. But even within that, it has to attack and successfully destroy a monster in order to upgrade to its level 7 form. This makes it very difficult because battle traps exist, all forms of negation, negating attacks. They might still not be as popular as they used to be, but they're still prevalent within certain decks. This is then an additional 3 cards the final fusion requires, resulting in a total of 10 cards. Even if you were to forget the Armed Dragon level 3 and were to use, say, for example, Armed Dragon level 5 and use the normal spell card level up, you would need very specific support, which could end up with a bricked hand. I know what you were about to say, but Peter, you know you can run Fusion Tag, right? Wrong. This card has a specific requirement in its effect that both monsters must have been properly special summoned within the duel. Konami ain't no fool when it comes to bypassing requirements. They are fully aware of the cards they make. At best, Fusion Tag could be used to make a monster act as either the VW Tiger Catapult or the XYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. So could act as a stepping stone to bringing out VW XYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon in the first place. I would say that they made its summoning so difficult in this way, but have looked and thought people won't run this if there is next to no hope in summoning this, as your resources make all the difference, so they have the contact fusion effect found within them, therefore you don't require polymerization, and can banish the required cards from the graveyard. So in a longer duel, you may have these in there and pull this card off. As for its effects, these are why it is as difficult to summon as it is. The ability to negate your opponent's cards and effects if they have an existing card in the banish pile. This is good against archetypal decks, as they will often run more than one of those cards, whether they be monster, spell, or trap cards. The second effect enables you to banish a card to banish all cards from your opponent's field and graveyard. This works like a banishing version of Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster, all at once. The benefits of this card are, since the first effect works on any banished cards, this works well with any generic cards that are run between both players. Examples include Twin Twister or some hand traps such as Max C. By taking out some of your own cards, you can end up punishing your opponent. So it's a little bit of, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. You punish yourself, but you make it significantly worse for your opponent because no longer are they able to use that particular card, and they have to face this beast of a machine. As for banishing your opponent's cards, this means if they run multiple for whatever reason, the longer a duel has been playing out, the more likely they will be unable to use their cards. This could pair well with a Banish type deck. This might seem strange, as the V to Z monsters aren't well known for this, outside of the obviously summoning of its fusions. So if you were to pair this with Macrocosmos, that continuous trap card, and they will run through cards just as fast as you are. The one last downside of this card is this can only be activated during your opponent's turn. This is a problem considering that since it's a quick effect, normally you would assume it to work on both turns. So you have a choice to make when activating its effect. You can either go nearer the beginning of their turn to prevent the use of any face downs they have already on the field, or you will have to wait and risk to see if you can get rid of as much as possible. Having said all this, there are a couple of cards that can help bring this out. Immediate examples include Frontline Base, another card used by Chaz during the practical test against Jaden in episode 4. I will just put a small clip in to show you that example.
Out the magic of Frontline Base! It lets me summon another level 4 or below monster this turn,
which enables the special summon of a level 4 or lower Union monster, as well as Union Hanger. It was a card, I know people will argue against this, it was a card used against Adrian Gecko in Season 3 of GX, but it came under the name of Different Dimension Hanger when it was in its anime form, and I believe that card turned into this when it got translated into an actual card. It lets you search a light machine type as soon as it's activated, so you can bring forth something immediately, and when a light machine type is summoned to the field, you can equip a Union monster from the deck to your field. This is the fastest method of getting out these cards. You also have very unusual and out of the blue support, not direct support, but it helps anyway. Since a couple of the monsters are normal monsters, these are the V Tiger Jet and the X Head Cannon. So one material for each of the two fusions. You can bring out those cards with the spell card Unexpected Die, and it sends the card straight from your deck to your field. So this can actually be another way of getting to your pieces a lot faster. So I know this was a bit of a long explanation of this card, but what do you guys think of this card? Is it worth the effort in bringing out? Can it be done in a way that reduces the resources you need? Or is it being underestimated? And leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
Some things will never change.